Definition of a narrative paragraph. Narrative paragraph is one of the 7 types of paragraphs. A narrative paragraph narrate. To narrate is to tell a story with plenty of details. For instance, when you read a letter from a friend, you are reading a narrative. When you write a narrative paragraph, you could emphasize on different events or experiences, but regardless of what your narrative paragraph is about, it must make a certain point or event, and it must clearly tell what you want that your reader learn or take away from this story. A narrative paragraph possesses some elements such as setting, that is when and where the story happened. The second one is the protagonist, who was involved in the story. The third one is the conflict, what happened, what was the great event, and the fourth one is the rising action or climax. That is the turning point of the story. At this point, usually create a feeling. It could be tension, sadness, suspense. And the last one is the resolution, and that is when the conflict is solved. The writer begins a narrative paragraph with a topic sentence that captivates the reader's attention, and this topic usually involves one main event, adventure, scene, or happening. To achieve a nice topic sentence, you can ask yourself what is the point of the narrative. The body of a narrative paragraph is developed according to the time or chronological order. The writer in this part explains the entire incident as a series or a smaller event or action in the order in which they occurred. By keeping this strict chronological order, the writer helps the reader follow the story and avoid interrupting the narrative. For this reason, you could make a brainstorming or a draft because it can help you to organize your idea, and then you can make your plan. And finally, the concluding sentence restates the main idea of the paragraph, but using different words.
Now, this chapter is going to be on linking words, and there are 2 reasons here why they are useful. So, the first reason that we had is that the readers need to know what they are reading about. Next, we had that the linking words are necessary to get sense. And the last reason is that they are useful to link the sentences as the title indicates. So the main idea here is that the linking words are very necessary to get coherence and cohesion to any paragraph. And only on this way the readers uh, will understand about what is they are reading. Now here we have the short list on the center of the word of the source or linking words that are most useful in a narrative paragraph. And let's see, we have first to begin with, in the first place, at the beginning, in the beginning, and we had also later, next, before, after that, and at the bottom we had words to conclude as a finally, eventually, at the end, etc. These previous words it's just a little list of kind of linking words. Maybe these are the most common, I would say. On this chapter is I will say that is on here is the main idea about linking words, because it is also important to keep in mind that linking words prepare the audience for the information that is coming. Now it means that the main function about linking words is that it it, it this kind of words, his function is prepare us for being ready about what is the next action that is coming. So we can notice on this part that there is a short example. We had topic sentence, and it said that once my family and I went to Hawaii. After we can see that there is a linking word, and it said, and it is first. Now, when in the moment that we read first, we can imagine that something else is coming. Okay, yes, it said that once my family and I went to Hawaii. But we visited this place because it was a spring break and my dad was able to take some time off. And uh, as we read first, we noticed that we visit